Hi, it's Dr. Sara Gottfried. I'm the integrative physician who helps people feel sexy, ripe, and delicious again. I am talking today about burst exercise, and I just want to mention why I think it's so important, and it's not the reason that you might think. So, first, what is it? Burst exercise is basically where you are exercising hard enough to trigger anaerobic metabolism. So, you're switching from your usual aerobic metabolism to anaerobic metabolism. And for most people, that shows up as a sprint. It's a way of pushing your heart rate, pushing your VO2 max, the amount of oxygen that you're consuming, to a much higher level. So maybe for me, it shows up this way. I'm jogging with a friend of mine. We're doing maybe a 11-minute mile, and I push myself. I sprint and do maybe an 8-minute mile. If I'm having a good day, a little faster. And then I back off after 75 seconds. I go back to my baseline. And I do that in 45 minutes, maybe 7 times. So that's an example of burst exercise, but here's the reason why I want you to do it. It raises your growth hormone, and I think that's really crucial. So let me tell you about growth hormone. Many people don't know about it. Maybe you've heard of people injecting themselves with growth hormone. I don't recommend that. Here's what I recommend. Burst exercise raises growth hormone. When you do burst exercise combined with a paleo diet or maybe a genotype-specific diet, you also minimize the amount of alcohol that you have. Those 3 things really help you with boosting growth hormone naturally. And that's the way that I recommend doing it, not injecting yourself with this crazy expensive hormone. So how do you know if you're deficient in growth hormone? I'm going to give you a few signs of it. Physically, the way that it shows up, and this is basically after age 30, because age 30 is where growth hormone starts to go down. And when it starts to go down, you can have saggy skin. It can show up especially in your cheeks, maybe under your chin, and especially at your midsection. So I talk a lot about the muffin top that many women have after age 40, the spare floaty that just shows up. And the characteristic of low growth hormone is that that spare floaty is a little droopy, a little more flabby than you want. So those are physical symptoms. Mood symptoms can show up too, as a lack of inner peace, anxiety, and low-grade depression. So those are some of the signs of growth hormone deficiency. And what I actually recommend, because I'm a big fan of the quantified self, I actually recommend that you measure your growth hormone level. It's a test called IGF-1. There's a lot of different labs that can measure this for you. And then start your burst exercise. Do it for 6 weeks, combined with a paleo diet and minimizing alcohol, and see what you get at the end of 6 weeks. I bet you'll find that you've raised your growth hormone level and maybe your floaty is starting to disappear. So that's what I recommend. Another tip for natural hormone balancing. This is Dr. Sara Gottfried saying goodbye.